Hello, welcome to Married at First Sight, episode 4 of season 14. So, we saw in this episode an altercation between Lindsey and Olajuwon. Actually, it was Lindsey that started it, but she was just throwing around her Caucasian privilege, whatever. That's just what it was, sincerely. It's not me trying to, bring race to it. It's just what it was. Alice, from what I saw, Lindsay was trying to make friends with Olajuwon. That's what I think. Maybe she was low grade flirting with him. That is what I believe. Like she was, just indirectly flirting with him because you see on the plane ride that they were seated directly behind Olajuwon and Katina. And maybe she was listening into their conversation and found out that he knew something about Spanish. And then our own way of introducing herself to him and making friends was like, hey, do you speak Spanish? And he said a bit. And he said, you have to speak Spanish when you are there, aggressively imposing it on him as our own way of making friends. This bully friending pattern method. That was what I perceive of her doing to Olajuwon. So she was bully friendly Olajuwon. Olajuwon didn't like it and he pushed back. And Katina was like, wait, you don't do that to my man. She was really like, as Olajuwon said, like a chihuahua, angry chihuahua. She was like, no, you don't do that. So she didn't like it. Nobody should like it because Katina was just being hypocritical. Thankfully, she has a wonderful, nice husband, Mark. Mark was trying to, calm her and everything. Though I don't know whether I fully agree with his. Anyway, he just had to, support his wife in some way. But I felt like the way he went about doing the apology was like, oh, well, okay, I can't really blame him. He's a husband. He has to just make the best. I respect his going to apologize on behalf of his family. I wasn't sure about him. So he let us all respect each other's space. Like your wife is the one that needs to respect people's space. That is just what it is, Mark. Because Katina was saying he started raising his voice. I thought we were joking. See, not Katina, excuse me. Lindsay was saying he started raising that Olajuwon started raising his voice that she felt unsafe. Lindsay is always speaking in a loud voice. Lindsay's voice is always high, very high. And then she's saying that he was raising his voice. What do you mean raising his voice? Your voice is always raised. They are talking about somebody raising his voice. When you are attacking him, you are invading his space and consistently trying to hike him. And you are saying that his voice was loud. He said you thought to you people it was a joke. So why are you feeling that if he raises his voice, you, a person whose voice is normally raised, that he is no longer joking? If you can think it's a joke for you to be harassing somebody like that, if he goes back to you, take it as a joke and move on. So Olajuwon and Katina, they seem to be doing well. I'm happy for them. We'll see what happens in the upcoming week. Thank you all for listening. This is my take up on the altercation between Olajuwon and Lindsay. Lindsay was not nice on it, and we saw see in the sneak peek that Katina told Lindsay to know how to control herself when she's high on alcohol, and I think that is part of it. So yeah, somebody gave it to her. Thank you, Katina, for giving it to her because Lindsay is not respecting herself, feeling so entitled. She can say any rubbish and nonsense and whatever. She's also a nice person in some way anyway, by the way. Let's not just castigate Lindsay like that. She has some nice point, but I think she's 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 Lindsay. She's Lindsay. That's it. So Lindsay, yes, she has some nice quality. She's a very wonderful person so far to Mark. I think she's going to help Mark with his some of his struggles. Mark is a very nice person, and I wish everybody to succeed. Of course, Alisa and Chris, I don't expect that they will succeed. Even if they succeed by some way, they will divorce later because Alisa once, as Lindsay reviewed or exposed, a muscular man with muscle that Chris ain't. And obviously, from what is said in privacy, Alisa has given up on him. She just wants to make a clean break out of it all. So thank you all for listening. Thank you to my wonderful 21 subscribers. I appreciate you. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and stop the vaccinated versus unvaccinated workplace. Thank you.